Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our Friday virtual coffee here with your team at AMA. Thank you so much for joining us here and spending the first hour of your day with us every single Friday. Welcome to any new agents we have on the call or anybody that has seen our little virtual coffee on social media and wondered a little bit about AMA and wanted to join us on a Friday. This is where we meet up every single week, 9 a.m., and we bring you the latest and greatest information around the world of Medicare. As it says, it's just for agents. And this is where all of us as Medicare agents can meet in our team. And we have some options here for you to communicate. We have obviously our chat, which is kind of the ability for you to chat to your other Medicare colleagues that are with us under AMA, our GAs that are on the line as well. Share ideas, ask each other questions. That's our chat box. Feel free to utilize that as much as you can. We also sometimes put links in there, particularly to register for trainings and stuff like that. And our admin team will be watching the chat and commenting, etc. Just to let you know who we have on the call, myself, Neil Booth, CEO of Medicare by AMA. We also have our operations manager on the line, Lisa Perry. So she helps our day-to-day operations, kind of keeping me in check and many other things, including getting all of our complicated contracts and stuff sorted out and many of our day-to-day things that we do. We also have our operations and training coordinator on the call as well. Christine Robinson, she is here to help you and support you with ensuring that you guys are getting the training that you want, as well as some of those marketing needs. And again, a lot of those resources have and will continue to be enhanced for 2025. And in fact, Christine will be out with us at our road shows to really talk about some of the stuff that we can help you with. And that's on top of what you get through our upline Berwick Insurance Group as well. We also have on the line as well with us Eve Valdez. She is our administrative assistant there, looking after some of the work we're doing with our partners at CCHI in California, supporting our agents and also helping with our training activities and some of that communication as well. So you might hear from Eve over the coming weeks to check in with you to really kind of see and understand what we can do to enhance the services that we provide you as well. Obviously, some of our team that aren't on the call are office manager back in Calabasas, Claire Razor. She's not on here, but again, any questions you have, particularly commissions, please reach out to her as well. We also have our partner and our local resident expert that's on our call every week, Judy Daniels from Berwick Insurance Group. If you don't know Judy, very experienced in the world of Medicare, knows pretty much everything there is to know. Wears a number of hats for Berwick Insurance Group and her partnership with Integrity there as well. And she will do her Judy's Corner. So again, lots of us are on the line. We've also got Richard Manning as well. He works with us, consulting on many things, and he'll be heading up a project around some of our new ancillary products we're going to be offering out over the coming months. So lots of great people with us today to support all of you, our agents and agencies. Just wanted to do that intro. So I know we've got a few new people. I've been out and about meeting a few agencies and agents this week and really kind of getting the message and word out there about what AMA does, and obviously our partnership with our friends at Berwick, and obviously our partnership with Integrity as well. Okay, we also have the Q&A. That's really where we will be looking, myself and Judy We'll be looking at your questions, any questions you got about anything to do with Medicare, scenarios you've had this week. Don't forget, any of those questions are good questions because guess what? They help your colleagues as well. You are probably not the only one that has had that situation or circumstance. It might be a question about an enrollment period. What do I do if I have this client that has only this? All of those types of questions, feel free to put it in. Or if you have any questions from the presentation that we're doing as well. Okay, without further ado, I am going to get started with our little agenda here. We have obviously our AMA updates. Then I'm going to bring Judy on for Judy's Corner. Christine's then going to talk about what's happening in the world of training and marketing and some of the exciting stuff we're bringing to you. And then I'm going to go through some of the carrier updates, what's happening out there, and then we'll run into that Q&A. That's kind of our usual agenda. And we'll get started here with our updates. So we are now truly into February. Can't really believe we're already on February. We have Valentine's Day next Friday. Yes, we will still be on the call during Love Day. So we'll be here next Friday. And obviously February sees kind of the middle month of our 3 months of the open enrollment period for Medicare Advantage. This year, this first 3 months is probably going to be as important as it's ever been. We all know some of the changes that are happening to our SEPs in 2025. The next 2 months is really going to be critical for you guys to focus on those clients that need to change their plans, want to change their plans, don't really understand their plans. And it's a great time for you to be a resource for them in your community. Our activity and your activity, really, it's the consistency of that activity that's going to make this successful. Whether you're doing informal events, kiosks, retail locations, this is a great time for you to help. And again, that beautiful 4-letter word, as Judy says, help our prospects and our clients make sure that they're getting the answers they need and they can see you as a resource in the community. Don't forget, any informal sales event, which is any type of kiosk, whether it be in a doctor's office, clinic, pharmacy, grocery store, mobile home park, senior center, senior living, food bank, anything like that as an informal sales event is all about the client approaching you. So you've got to make that location noteworthy, stand out, and have somebody come up and ask that question. All right, what are you guys doing today? What are you offering with Medicare? Oh, and some of the questions that come out if you do this right is, oh, I thought the open enrollment period finished. Of course, they are referring to the annual enrollment period, not the open enrollment period. We know the difference. A lot of our prospects and seniors don't really know that difference. So be ready with the elevator pitch, that information, the spiel that's coming out to talk about, oh, did you know this is the time you can make a one-time change? It's called open enrollment period. You're allowed to talk about it if somebody asks you that question. Of course, we are not allowed to advertise it. It used to be called the disenrollment period. Again, it changed a few years ago to the open enrollment period. Just want you all to understand that. If you missed our training we did in January, we did a how to be successful in the open enrollment period. It is live on our YouTube channel. It's updated on there. So if you missed that training, feel free to watch it. There's some good hints and tips in there to help you be successful over the next coming months. We did a grassroots training that we were very fortunate that United Healthcare did a AMA only grassroots training this week. I know they were really happy at the turnout they had, and we had some great feedback from you that the delivery and some of the content on that training was particularly useful. Don't forget, the idea of these trainings are to kind of remind you on some of the things you know about but may not have put into action. But always, and one of our really experienced agents that I love talking to, she often says to me, Neil, I love coming on your trainings because you know what? I've been in this industry 20 years, but I still get 1 or 2 little nuggets that I can use in my business. And that's really what gives me that kind of motivation, that that kind of feel good factor that what we're trying to do and communicate with you resonates with a lot of you out there. So thank you for any of that type of feedback. And of course, anything you want, anything that we are not giving you, any specialized training, reach out. You know, we do our regular monthly trainings, our quarterly workshops that we're going to start up in March there. All of this stuff, but we can do, if there's a specific training you need, we can bring that in if many of you are requesting that. So we have an open door policy with all of our team here where please reach out and we'll be more than happy to talk to you about that. But thank you to those folks that attended that grassroots training. Okay, bit of information for those agents in Pacific Central Coast and Ventura County. So this includes Ventura County, Santa Barbara County, San Luis Obispo, and Kern County. So quite a large range of area. The current or ex now agent manager for United Healthcare has actually departed ways with United Healthcare. Her name was Rachel Umarino. She is no longer with United Healthcare. So just want to let you know that their sales director, Rosa Calindras, will be the point of contact for all agents in that area from today onwards. She asked me and gave me permission to actually announce this today because obviously she works with a lot of you guys. We have a lot of agents, really engaged agents with United Healthcare in those areas. And I just want to be the one to say to you, look, nothing's going to change. You are still going to get that amazing service that was brought to you. And Rosa is going to be picking up that. They are going to be replacing her. So they're going to try and do that as soon as they can. And as soon as I hear anything, we will be the first to let you know. It may be somebody you know, who knows. So again, we know our industry is fairly small and many of our agent managers kind of move around carriers and companies there. So just wanted to give you that information. I know it's some of you in LA County and in Northern California also get to deal with a lot of those folks in the Pacific Coast because it kind of makes its way up the coastline there. If you've never been out there, it's a beautiful place to be. I love coming to some of those locations. And of course, we have our resource center there right bang in the middle of that area focused on in Santa Barbara. And of course, we have one in Ventura County as well. Okay, just wanted to give you that information. This is also a great time of year to really gain that true knowledge, particularly around our technology. And I've mentioned this a few times before. Our Integrity Center and Medicare Center, if you do not know, has been hugely enhanced over the last 12 months. If you are not using this suite of tech tools, honestly, you should be. It allows you to bring everything together. You should not have to go into each individual carrier portal to do your enrollments. That takes more time because, again, when you're doing that needs analysis, you are checking individually whether each plan and each carrier has the doctors in network, right? That's one of the most important things we do. And secondly, also making sure that their meds are covered. This allows you to do everything in one. It's got so much new technology, and there's a ton of trainings for this. Every Tuesday, there's a 15-minute tech bite-sized training for 15 minutes. It's a great opportunity for you to hone your skills or learn new things about this technology. Or there's also on-demand training as well. There's a ton of on-demand training ranging from 15 minutes to an hour where you can learn more about this suite of information. There's a brand new CRM available. There are quoting tools. There are website capabilities through Planenroll. Marketing and retention. Yes, there's multiple marketing and retention tools where you can reach out to your existing clients, whether it's a happy birthday, whether it's information about their plan. So there's some great tools on here. Of course, you can enroll clients directly from there and see your book of business. And of course, we have that lead center, which enables you to get subsidized and discounted leads directly through the same portal that can link to your CRM. It's everything in one. It has also got AI focused technology. Yes, it has got some of that AI stuff that automatically helps you categorize your clients where they may have disruption. So if your client is having a plan that's disrupted, or your plan is going, or their plan is going away, this is a great tool to help you, because it categorizes some of this and enables you to reach out and really kind of focus on the clients that are getting the most disruption first. So if you use that in AEP, I'm sure you saw some of those great tools. And again, if you are not using this, honestly, I feel like this is some of the most important tech that you're going to need to help make your business easier for you, make you more efficient, which can put you more time prospecting and less time doing that back office stuff as well. It is totally it's encrypted, it's private to you. It allows you to have your book of business with some great technology. In fact, the chief technology officer was from Integrity, was actually awarded best in class for some of the technology that he's brought to our industry for 2024. Okay, also revisit your Q1 business plan. If you've written your business plan, now is a great time to revisit what worked in January. If it's working, carry on doing it, do more of it. If it's not working, think about what you can do to get yourself out there. Okay, if you do not have a business plan, it's not too late to create one, folks. You can create a Q1 and Q2 plan, or a first half of the year plan. Think about what you want to do, what you want to achieve in your business. This is your business. You are controlling your own destiny. We are your support, your help in the background, and your cheerleaders. And we can help you focus in on you becoming that local resource, that local trusted agent as well. How are you growing your business? Grassroots, critical. A lot of our carrier partners are really focusing on grassroots. I've had 3 or 4 meetings with different carriers at the beginning this year to talk about grassroots activities. They want to invest time. They want to invest their resources in some of this grassroots activity. If you are not starting to think about doing those grassroots, and what grassroots is, it's really getting involved in community events and community activity. That's really what grassroots is. And again, I mentioned some of those earlier today. Whether you're doing informal events, are you at a retail location? Are you not? I really feel that every agent should be doing at least 1 day a week at an informal type event in a pharmacy setting, whether it's a grocery store, a standalone pharmacy, a mom and pop pharmacy, wherever that is. I really think every agent should be doing that. It's a way to get yourself out there in your community. Make sure you have the right flyers, literature, etc. as well. T65, this should be a year-round focus. Again, this should be planned ahead of time. If you're doing T65 events now, you want to be looking at clients that are turning 65 April, May, June, and July, not February and March. Those folks have probably already signed up to Part B. They've probably already spoken to an agent. So start thinking about focusing on that T65 3 months out. You want to be that resource that helps them apply for their Part B. Yes, that's part of our role, helping clients apply for Part B. Whether you're helping them setting up their My Social Security account, whether you're helping them set an appointment in person or over the telephone, that's part of our job and our role as an agent. That starts getting you that foot in the door. It enables you to build trust with the client, and it shows that you're there to help them every step of the way and not just enroll. And again, that's our job as an agent, to support our seniors. Don't forget, more than 70,000 people every week in the United States are turning 65. Can you imagine if you enrolled just 2 or 3 people every week that's turning 65? That would create you to do probably 8 to 12 enrollments a month. And you average that at 10 enrollments a month. That's going to give you, at new to Medicare rate, over $6,000 to $7,000 a month in income. So again, that's why that T65 is so critical. Think about the numbers, write them down, put them part of your plan. Again, that can really help you be successful and grow your book of business. It will also help you build your brand. You'll start getting referrals, which is the best type of business we can possibly get. And for you to be that local resource in your community. So think about some of those things I mentioned today. Think about how you want to put that business plan together. If you haven't, if you have, you want to revisit that plan and just really adjust that plan every month. That's what you should be doing, putting a quarterly or a half-year plan together, but then adjusting that plan to fit the needs of the marketplace, fit any changes that are happening, and also supporting that success that you guys obviously want to continue having. Hopefully that was useful, some of that information. And we're going to move on now to Judy's Corner. And Judy bringing you up to date with some of the stuff happening at Berwick and Integrity and some of the stuff that Judy has heard on the street. I'm sure she has a coffee with her. Good morning, Judy. Let's have a little look here. I'm going to ask Judy to unmute. Should be able to unmute now. Good morning, Judy.
Good morning. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can. Welcome, Judy. Very fortunate to have you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Neil. Always good to be here with the AMA crew on a Friday morning. I've got my cup of coffee. I hope you do too. The picture tells no lies. I do have a pot every morning. Okay, let's go to the next slide and check your commissions, you guys. It is February, the beginning of February. You should have been receiving those commission checks over the past few weeks and on into this month. Checking your commissions is worth the time. Remember, you earned that money. You worked hard, especially this past AEP, and you've continued to work hard going into this first quarter of the year, and you want to make sure you got your money. So I would start by pulling your enrollments by carrier. So you can either use paper apps. If you kept paper apps, I hope most of you are doing things electronically, but take your paper applications or the application list from the carrier website and access your commission statements for each carrier and print them out. Then you're going to check off each client name on the commission statement as you go through each stack of enrollments, if you have paper apps, or on that printout that you did for your commission or for your list from the carrier website, okay? If any are missing, take action. Now, it may be that somebody disenrolled and you didn't know. It could be, any other type of reason out there, but sometimes carriers do make mistakes. So if any are missing, take action. You want to make a list by carrier on a spreadsheet, on an Excel spreadsheet. Notate the member's name, their Medicare number, and the date of the application, and then send that to Berwick's agent support team, agentsupport@berwickinsurance.com, and they will do that heavy lifting for you to contact the carrier to say, hey, where's this money? Where's the disconnect? And they have found people's commissions in the past, so I can highly recommend that you do this exercise because, again, it's money that you've earned. I would also CC Lisa at coveredama.com and Judy at berwickinsurance.com to make sure that we're knowledgeable of the issue that you may have had. But again, don't get upset. Mistakes happen. Clients disenroll without telling you. You may have missed an email about an incomplete application and so on. Just take a deep breath, start the process, and you may find that you had some extra commission coming to you that you didn't know about, okay? Also, don't forget that renewal commissions for most plans are where you get that $390, they divide it by 12, and then they pay 1/12 each month of the year to you for the renewals. And renewals are something that's paid if somebody has been in that plan and then it rolls over into the new year, they stayed in that plan, that's renewal commission. So, but you're going to have an income stream every month. The only carrier that doesn't do it that way that I know of is Blue Shield of California. They pay their renewals as one big lump sum. So keep that in mind as well. And usually their renewal commission check will come out to you in February. Sometimes they're a little earlier than that, but sometimes it's in February. But keep that in mind and let's go find that money and make sure you got everything coming to you. Next slide, please, Neil. So kind of funny that Neil was talking about business plans because yes, this is the time to make your business plan for 2025 if you haven't already. You know, if you put something in writing, you'll make it happen. If you just keep it up in your head, other things are going to occur. And guess what? The end of the day comes and you realize, oh, I haven't done things that I needed to do. So I'm going to do these tomorrow. And the next thing you know, other things happen. You get phone calls, you get this and that. You need to make a business plan and put it in writing so that you will stick to it. Make it simple, be flexible. Most of all, be honest with yourself, you guys. I mean, let's not do a pie in the sky type of goal for yourself. Let's just be honest. And then if you want to make it a little bit of a stretch, that's okay too. Most of all, pair it with a calendar that you're going to use. Now, with a business plan, usually the telephone calendar isn't going to help you too much. So get a desk blotter style calendar, if you will, from Office Max or Staples, Office Depot. You can also get other types of planners that are in a binder or spiral bound, but whatever works for you, let's try to stick to it and get that calendar that you know you'll reference every morning. Next slide, Neil. So let's create a business plan for 2025. You know, there is a business planning form that we have shared with you guys in the past, but if any of you are new agents or perhaps you can't find that business plan form that we've provided in the past, you can reach out to Lisa at coveredama.com and she can provide a copy of that for you. We'll make sure that she has the most updated copy. But write down your goals, calculating how many enrollments you'll need and the areas that you want to market in. That's the first thing that you want to do. And then look at activities. You know, Neil was listing some great opportunities to do for activities in his previous slides. Look at doing sales meetings if you're comfortable talking in front of groups, whether it's smaller groups of 5 or 10 or whether it's larger groups of 30 or 40 people. Do sales meetings. You can also do Medicare with Confidence educational meetings. So those are meetings where you're just talking about Medicare and how it works. Very effective if you're talking to employers or other types of groups that might have a lot of people working past 65 or who are ready to turn 65 in general. Don't forget to do thank you cards and then ask for referrals in those thank you cards. Yes, thank you cards are part of your activities for a business plan. That way you'll get it done. Look at flyer distribution, which is either by mail or just taking them out there by foot to different places. And then look at kiosks, as Neil had mentioned, health fairs, community events, food banks, churches, and so on. These are activities that you should have on your business plan. It'll help make you a very successful agent, help building your brand and getting you out there in the community as a subject matter expert on Medicare. Now, then you're going to look at tasks. What tasks do you need to do to perform those activities? Well, you might need to create a social media presence to reach more people, do a Facebook business page. Maybe you use Instagram or YouTube. Print letters or flyers, because if you're going to do some meetings, you're going to need to print letters or flyers to let people know about those meetings, right? Look at Lead Center as a task. The T65 app that's in Lead Center is also something good to use. Contacting decision makers. Decision makers would, for example, be the social services person at a church or maybe the pastor at a church. You're also looking at the director of a food bank, perhaps. Let's go out there and contact those decision makers. Those are tasks that's going to lead into those activities. Scheduling meetings, that's a task so that you can get those meetings done as an activity. Then look at tools. What tools do you need to perform the tasks, to do the activities, right? So look at creating flyers. That's a tool that you need. Envelopes, you need stamps, you need calendar, you need acrylic flyer holders, you need pens and workbooks and presentation training. You got to do training if you're going to do a presentation. Enrollment supplies, you need those kits. You got to order the kits in order to do the sales, right? Business cards. If you don't have business cards, sorry, how are people going to know how to contact you? And then thank you cards, of course. You got to go out and buy those in order to send them out. So please look at the business plan as the source for you to be able to see what you need to do. Because if you don't have the tools, you need to go out there and get those from Walmart or Staples or OfficeMax or what have you. So create the business plan with these things in mind. Next slide, Neil. So this is the actual business plan form. Again, what you're going to be putting in there at the top is how much do you want to make? Make it reasonable. Don't just make it necessarily for the amount that you need to make, like for your car payment, your insurance, your rent or mortgage, etc. But how much more do you need to do the things that you want to do? So how much do you want to make overall? How many enrollments will you need in order to make that amount of money, right? So if you look at some people having a 90% close ratio, great. How many enrollments do you need? How many appointments would you need at a 90% close ratio to get that number of enrollments? So look at that. What geographic areas will you focus on? Are you going to stick to one county, or are you going to stick to one zip code area? If you're in Northern California, there's a lot of different counties within a few hours, sometimes within just 20 minutes. But if you're over in Clark County, man, that's a huge county. Maybe you're going to be doing some things, though, over the phone in LA County in California. So focus on writing down what geographic areas you're going to focus on. What types of plans do you want to focus on? Are you a big DSNP person? Do you like helping people in the Medi-Medi community? Then that's the type of plan that you might want to focus on. Socioeconomics. Let's look at, who you want to talk to. Are they the lower income? Are they people who maybe are going to be aging in and they're still working? Look at those types of things. What activities do you want to do? Do you want to do kiosks or health fairs? What tasks will you have to do? And then what tools will you need? Those are all the things you're going to put in that business plan form so that you have it in writing. It makes it easy to reference. Next slide. So let's review. You want to put it in writing. You want to review your plan quarterly, like Neil was saying. You want to use a calendar that you'll stick to, and if it doesn't work, try something else. But if it does work, do more of that. Always be flexible. Some people like to put their business plan in a PDF so that it's easy to change it and update it. Others like to do it in pencil so they can change it and update it. I prefer the PDF, of course, or the Word document. Now, if you fail to plan, you're planning to fail. That's not good. So let's make sure that we're going out there and we're building a business plan and we're sticking to it and we're doing what works, okay? Neil, do we have any questions?
Let's have a little look here. I know Lisa normally does that, our ops manager, so we'll check out our Q&A here, see what people have put in there.
Okay, let's see. We have, do you know anyone at Anthem that can help a doctor complete his contract? He has been waiting for 3 months and they have not finalized it yet.
Wow, that's pretty bad. Well, the local manager for Anthem is Michelle Lawahi in your area, Natalia. And Michelle Lawahi can get the provider relations people from Anthem to contact that doctor. So if you have the doctor's name, you can email Michelle Lawahi. If you don't have her email address, text me and I'll send it over to you.
Okay. The next question, what is the difference between Anthem's full dual plan and the dual aligned?
Well, Natalia, you're here in LA County in California. So I will tell you that Anthem's full dual plan and the dual aligned plan is simply this. If you have in California a D-SNP plan, which is what Anthem's full dual plan is, there is possibly a aligned Medi-Cal only plan or Medicaid only plan in some states that is from the same carrier. And in your county, in LA County, there is an Anthem Medi-Cal only plan. So if somebody is enrolled in that Anthem D-SNP plan, then they would also in the back corridor of things, not anything that you have to do or that your client has to do, but if they're, for example, on LA Care's Medi-Cal only plan or Health Net's Medi-Cal only plan, they would be changed to the Anthem Medi-Cal only plan to, quote, align with the Anthem full dual D-SNP plan. That's what a dual aligned is. If it's available from the same carrier, then they're automatically going to be put into that aligned carrier, same carrier, Medi-Cal only plan.
Okay. Well, that seems to be the only two questions so far.
Okay, just want to add to that as well, a little bit of a plug here. In our quarterly workshops that we're going to be doing in March, Judy is going to be doing a full presentation with some of the changes to Medicaid and Medi-Cal. So you'll learn more about some of these, what we call HIDE-FIDE integrated plans and how the changes are going to affect some of this. So you'll learn more. So folks, be sure to register for some of these in-person workshops we're doing. And again, you'll find out more information about these type of questions and more during that. Just want to add as well, if you do require a copy of the business plan that we utilize for you agents, just email Lisa. She put it in the chat there and she'll be able to send that out. And again, if you have any questions about your business plan, please feel free to reach out to one of our team. And some great information there, Judy. Anything else you want to add?
Well, there's a couple of questions that came in the past minute. One of them was, all of a sudden in the Medicare Center app, I'm missing a carrier on the list. Don't know what happened. I'm still appointed for that carrier. Who do I contact? Please call agent support at Berwick, and that number is 888-745-2320. That's 888-745-2320, and then ask for agent support, and they'll get that to you. There's another question here. If someone is on Covered California and is not paying anything a month and turns 65, do they need to get their Medicare, or can they stay in Covered California? No, they do need to get their Medicare when they turn 65, Felix. So please encourage them to go to the Social Security office to apply for their Medicare. And then there's another question here. Do you have dates and locations for NorCal for the in-person training? Well, we do have the dates, and we're solidifying the actual venue today. So definitely put that in your calendar for the date. And Neil, do you recall offhand the date? I think it was the 20th of March, correct?
Yeah, I think Christine's going to might run through that. I know she's been sending out a save the date and stuff. So
yeah,
we'll confirm that. I'll have Christine do that. I haven't got it in front of me.
Okay, there you go.
Wonderful. Thank you, Judy. Great information as always. Just on the commissions bit as well, just to let you folks know that if you have sold Imperial Health Plan, those commissions come directly to AMA and they will be paid out. We got those in this week and they will be paid out on our next payroll run, which should be at the end of next week. So by next Saturday, you should have that in your account with a full detailed statement as well. If you happen to have any carriers with AMA that are being assigned to AMA, those will be also out next week as well. So we did get paid some Anthem products for some of you, so you'll be receiving that at the end of next week as well. So just wanted to give you that update. Thanks, Judy, for the information. Okay, Christine, you're up. We can talk a little bit about training here.
I'm up. Hi, good morning, everybody. Just a few slides to reshare with you what's going on. If you are an AMA agent, you received this email on Tuesday, a summary of a number of, but not all of, the trainings that are happening throughout the month of February. Berwick has a ton. You can log into their website via your own portal access and look at their training that's updated pretty regularly. Some of the things I have listed here are not on their website yet, but we're in the email that they sent out. So there is so much available through Berwick and Integrity. If you're looking for a particular training or looking how to do something, I have access to Integrity. I can help you look through Berwick. And of course, Neil has a YouTube channel with all of the trainings that he's done. So we do have a wealth of information and ways to assist you in learning how to get something done. You just need to reach out to us if you can't find it. I am going to now put the February training link into the chat. It's also in the email. I will do individual emails out to everyone, as well as on social media, providing the link. So this isn't the only time that you will see the link to our February training. But just wanted to alert you to, if you are not receiving AMA emails, you're missing out on all of our key communications. Of course, that's part of my job, so I'm pretty excited to make sure I have everybody on my list. But outside of my own selfishness, it's really important to get our communications, and email is a primary source because it can give you an aggregated list of what's going on along with links to assist you in getting access. So please let me know if you are not on our email list. I will help you get on it. Next slide, please. As always, here's our YouTube channel link. It's available for you every week to access here. Remember that these Friday coffees are open to everyone. So if you have agents, if you have been mentoring agents in your area, if you are a broker, if you have agents that are starting to get on board and understand this very complicated industry, thank you, Neil and Judy, bring them along, send them the link to register, let them come on Fridays and see what AMA is all about. We would love to meet them. We would love to talk with them about our FMO and how we can support them. Again, our monthly training this month is going to be February 25th. I just put the link in the chat for you, and it's going to be an educational event around how to create successful events. So your kiosks, your educational events at a restaurant, if you're in the back of the room at a senior citizen happy hour, whatever that is, Neil is going to present on how to make those successful. We'll give you some checklists and some ways of making sure that those things happen successfully for you. As Neil has alluded to, and Judy mentioned, we are doing an agent quarterly workshop, sort of a getting our act together and taking it on the road. Now I'm showing my age, in March. So we haven't sent out too much information as far as the venue and the content or any of that, but please notice the dates here. We'll be in San Diego on the 17th, LA on the 18th, followed by Ventura and Livermore, and then back to round it out up in Las Vegas. So save those dates for the areas that you live in. More information will be sent via email. So please make sure that you put this on your calendar. And again, we will be inviting agents to not non-agents, but agents who are not yet with our FMO to attend and see what we're all about. So we will be providing you with information on how to bring and invite your agent friends as well. Next slide, please. So this is what I mean by some of the things that Berwick offers. I have the links to all of these. I didn't put them in this slide because they wouldn't be live, but let me know if you are interested in any of the MedSup trainings. These are offered through Berwick. They're available through your Berwick portal. But if you are interested in any of these very specific MedSup trainings, please let me know if you can't find the link, and I will help you get access to that. Berwick has a ton of stuff available to you on a regular basis. I think that's it.
Yep.
The usual, yeah. Let us know if you're doing any events. Neil is going to be talking about creating successful events at our February training. But guys, I'm sure that you're extremely busy in trying to get the next level through OEP. I know you wrapped up AEP, but now you have this opportunity to bring in new clients and help your clients, help even your existing clients, make sure that they are in the right plan. If you're doing stuff, you should. Mario just sent me his link where he was on the Vegas Morning Blend, right? So T65, a whole presentation on TV. So if you're doing anything that big or anything smaller, you need flyers designed. You need some help just putting it all together, making a checklist, making sure that you've got it all planned and you've got it all done. How can we support you? Let us know if you are doing an event. There's a number of ways that we can support you. And I would be happy to discuss that with you and get on board. Thanks all. Have a great weekend.
Thank you so much, Christine, for that information. Some great information there. Christine's a great resource for you guys as well. So anything specific around marketing or training, please reach out directly to Christine. You know, we've got a great team around us and around myself to support and help you guys be successful in your business. I noticed a few new agents on here today. Those that are maybe thinking about working with a different upline. If you are, again, please reach out if you've got questions. And as Christine mentioned on our workshops, or I call them roadshows, but our workshops, please come out and see us. We get a lot of feedback. We'd love to do more in-person events. The reason we chose the locations we did is to try and make them accessible to most of our agent population throughout California and Nevada. Yes, some of you may have to drive away. I understand that. It's not in everybody's backyard. We couldn't possibly do it in every city that all of you live in. We're trying to look at most of those locations where it's a drive. And again, this is going to be a 3 or 4 hour event, so it's going to be worth your while booking that day. There'll be multiple presentations, and this is about bringing some of our information, and hopefully you're going to learn some stuff on how you can grow your business. We are going to be doing recruitment events as well, as Christine mentioned. So, you know, we are looking at obviously adding to our agent team. And of course, the more agents we have involved and with AMA, the more resources that we can provide you, the more support we can provide you as well. That's obviously why, you know, all of the agencies like ourselves are looking to recruit. And again, if you know any agents in the industry that may benefit from working with AMA, please feel free to reach out, and we'll be bringing you more information on that shortly. But thank you, Christine. Okay. Some other stuff, just wanted to communicate with you. CSG, that is also an integrity company. They purchased CSG, and there is an update on the e-application. A lot of people say, how do I sign up for Medicare supplement? Well, this is CSG. That is the e-app signature process. Those are all the companies now that you can enroll clients into Medicare supplement using CSG. That was updated recently. Lead Center, as I mentioned, it's connected to your Medicare Center or our Integrity Center. Loads of different opportunities to cross-sell this time of year. And again, as I said, we are going to be focusing on some new products coming into the end of Q1. So we're just working on that. This includes life, final expense, maybe some other ancillary products as well. So we'll be giving you more information on that. And of course, you can see some of those different trainings that are talking about some of those cross-selling opportunities. And again, what I'm hearing when I go on my monthly integrity meetings, that cross-selling and being able to offer exclusive products in the marketplace through Integrity. Yes, we have exclusive products through our partners at Integrity, which is why we have AMA is connected with Integrity through ourselves and obviously through Berwick. But again, this is a great opportunity to grow your income base. And of course, client retention, right? The more policies you have with a client in insurance, the better your retention will be, because you are building that trust, and they have a portfolio through you. So again, it's another great reason to add some of these products and talk about some of these other things that you sell. Just shows some more around some of the final expense leads. There are $4 only leads with Cupid 25. They're a little corny with their discount codes, but of course that's with Valentine's Day coming up next week. Okay, let's give you those carrier updates as well. Before I run into these, I just want to also, in particular, talk to those folks that are not in Nevada or California. We know we have agents in other states, particularly Florida, Texas, and many other states. We are here to support you. We are not physically out there. Yes, that's going to be upfront with that, but we are here to support you. Just to let you know, we will have our workshop available for you to join remotely, so you're able to tune in and get exactly the same information that our teams in person will be getting. As we grow in other states, we may well be visiting and out there in the future as well. But at the moment, obviously, we've got to be where the majority of our agents are, but we want to make sure we add value to all of our agents, no matter where you live. Okay, what's going on in Nevada? Again, I've mentioned this again for agents. I know a number of you have requested the sign up for the Medicarians. There is an agent symposium. You can get a comp ticket through being a hosted agent if you've never been before. And again, this is available to licensed agents. This was just something NABIP sent out, but again, we have that available to send if you're interested in attending. And again, this is for any of you. You don't have to live in Nevada, but of course, if you live in Nevada, you are not going to have the cost of a flight or a drive or a hotel. So again, this is a great opportunity to understand and learn what's happening in our industry. And they do have an agent symposium on day one. I will be there as well. So again, that's happening at the end of March. Wow, look at all this for Anthem. Anthem in Nevada, they do a great deal of training here as well. This does get sent out to you, but we are reminding you there's a ton of great trainings coming up. This is all about business management for Medicare agents. As you can see, there are a ton of sessions here, ranging from different topics. Again, maybe you don't sell a ton of Anthem. Anthem are a great resource, but this could help you engage with that broker manager, Serena. It will help you learn about the business, but also it will give you a general overview. So again, it doesn't necessarily just specifically talk about their products. It gives you some of that business management, including retention activities and grassroots, as we are talking about ourselves. Future DSNP as well. Again, as you can see, talking about that integrated plan. We already mentioned that about Heidi and FIDE. We'll give you more information at our workshops, of course, but again, the carriers are starting to talk about those plans. These are the plans that, folks, you can utilize that SEP monthly to move clients into. Again, it does change by state and also by county in some cases. So in California in particular, each county has different Heidi and FIDE plans. So it is a little different. And again, we'll be making sure that information is communicated, but the carriers are starting to do that as well. And of course, there's their right activities. Talking about California there, just going into their information. Obviously, we've spoken a little bit about that Medicare buy-in agreement in California for Part A. Again, Medi-Cal automatically pays Part A premiums if they are QMB status, which is qualified Medicare beneficiary, and or they have Part B through SSA. So they'll automatically get enrolled into Part A. That will really help these folk as well. And again, this is great news, and it means those folks that are eligible through the Medi-Cal program in California will get that Part A and B. Virtual trainings, lots of trainings happening from our carriers. You should start seeing these emails. Again, you should be getting this for your area. So a ton of stuff happening, lots of different stuff. So this is just what Alignment are sending out. Don't forget, Alignment have got a really strong foothold in the states they're in, including Nevada and California. And they've got highly rated plans. They've got high star ratings for most of their plans. WellCare special enrollment period for a fire in San Diego. Again, the incident was in 2024. The declaration was made. The time frame is now. You can utilize this SEP in San Diego because it doesn't have that change until after March 1st, where we cannot enroll them using weather-related SEP. So you still got that opportunity for a couple more months. Lots of training going on in person and also directly through their webinars. So WellCare offering a ton of resources as well. They've always been one of our top carriers on that resource. Molina as well, virtual training happening next week as well, talking about some of their resources and lots of other stuff. Aetna in Ventura and LA with the Palisades fire. Obviously, the SEP is available there. And again, we can still use that until the end of March. SCAN have got their awards and recognition event happening in San Diego and in the Inland Empire. So if you're interested in going, please go and register for this event. It is coming up on February the 18th. And of course, SCAN are doing a lot of work to support the fire affected folk in and brokers out there in LA County. Over the counter update, questions about OTC, please refer to the FAQ. And there is a sales training that happened this week. And then a ton of stuff on the dual eligibles. Don't forget SCAN connections being FBDE eligible for plans in the counties they're in. And some expansion in networks, continuation in Santa Clara and also in Arizona there for SCAN. A buy-in program they're just mentioning as well. They are coming out with the SCAN Medicare Learning Academy. So a lot of these carriers are really understanding that brokers and agents need that additional support. There's going to be virtual learnings, bi-weekly sessions starting in February, and some of those around duals and LIS, and compliance selling is starting off. So please go onto your SCAN portal to sign up. Other stuff that's going on, don't forget our carriers are still offering HRA payments for those products, particularly special needs, either chronic or dual, and that's part of what Anthem's doing here. Any affected members who made an essential extra selection of groceries may have received an approval letter in error. So again, if they got that question, they just need to reach out to Anthem. Molina, more training next week on Monday on the 10th. Lots of training about OEP selling and compliance selling as well. And of course, WellCare, DSNP, we're starting to get those things where a lot of our carriers are going to be focused on dual special needs plans as well. Don't forget, we're talking about FIDE and HIDE plans as well. WellCare does have some of those integrated plans again as well. I just want to remind you for that. Select Health, one of our key partners in multiple states, are still offering that $50 HRA extended through April 1st. So you get $50 opportunity on all of their plans. Also, they do a marketing reimbursement where you can get up to $100 per app. The production level is you've got to hit 5 and you get $500 back in marketing support. After that, you get another 100 per app. Great opportunity to grow your average transaction value, as I would call it. Also, United Healthcare, MedSup. We've got a new MedSup guru after Angelo Therese retired. That's both in California and Nevada. Jamie Ryan, if you haven't met her, again, she's doing some trainings upcoming as well. You should have received that email. As you can see, the dates are here. United Healthcare, again, talking about Part D deductible is their tip of the week. And of course, that Medicare payment plan for their prescriptions that kind of came up just prior to AEP. Don't forget, folks may want to join that program. So Again, there's some great trainings to support that. As you can see, Part D program, open enrollment, chronic, dual special needs and retention. That's United's focus going forward. They still have their DVH plan, the dental, vision, hearing, great option to add to either a supplement or Medicare Advantage. Humana, one of our other key partners, again, they are really focusing on boosting your sales as well. IDV is that individual products and plans and selling some of those ancillary products as well. And they do have a MedSup bonus happening. Cigna, another great partner for us. Lots of great trainings that they are doing for their products. I know a couple of you reached out about putting a plan together to support Cigna. They have a great give back plan in Nevada and a growing network as well. Florida folks out there as well, a update is a Heidi special needs plan is their D-SNP. So again, you can accept enrollments monthly. Devoted Health, another growing carrier that's moving towards the west, particularly prevalent in Texas and Florida. Some great trainings coming up about the agent portal storefront and some of the stuff that Devoted are doing as well. That is it. We are at 10:01. Pretty much keeping to time. I love this. Every week in 2025, we're trying to get you out of here on time. We appreciate all of you joining us every week. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Whatever you're doing this weekend, I'm sure most of you will be watching the Super Bowl from somewhere, whether you're having a party, going to an event. Enjoy, be safe. We will speak to you all next week. Appreciate all of you coming on the call here. And have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Thank you.